and whoever does know it and tells it to him will be turned to stone from the toe to the knee. Then said the second, I know more than that. Even if the horse is killed, the young king will not still keep his bride. When they go into the castle together, a wrought bridal garment will be lying there in a dish, and looking as if it were woven of golden and silver. It is, however, nothing but sulphur and pitch, and if he puts it on, it will burn him to the very bone and marrow. Said the third, Is there no escape at all? Oh, yes, replied the second. If anyone with gloves on seizes the garment and throws it into the fire and burns it, the young king will be saved. But what's the good in that? Whoever knows it and tells it to him, half his body will become stone from the knee to the heart. Then said the third, I know still more. Even if the bridal garment be burnt, the young king will still not have his bride. After the wedding, when the dancing begins and the young queen is dancing, she will suddenly turn pale and fall down as if dead. And if someone does not lift her up and suck 3 drops of blood from her right breast and spit them out again, she will die. But if anyone who knows that were to declare it, he would become stone from the crown of his head to the sole of his foot. When the ravens had spoken of this together, they flew onwards, and faithful John had well understood everything. But from that time forth he became quiet and sad, for if he concealed what he had heard, his master would suffer, and if he revealed it to him, he must sacrifice his life. At length, however, he said to himself, I will save my master, even if it brings destruction on myself. When, therefore, they came to shore, all happened as had been foretold by the ravens, and a magnificent chestnut horse sprang forward. Good, said the king, he shall carry me to my palace, and was about to mount it when faithful John got before him, jumped quickly on it, drew the pistol out of the holster, and shot the horse. Then the other attendants of the king, who after all were not very fond of faithful John, cried, How shameful to kill the beautiful animal that was to have carried the king to his palace! But the king said, Hold your peace and leave him alone. He is my most faithful John. Who knows what good may come of his actions? They went into the palace, and in the hall there stood a dish, and inside lay the bridal garment, looking no otherwise than as if it were made of gold and silver.